Alright. I'll throw myself right in this one now, guys. Number 3 in my birthday, day after birthday discussions. It is now. It's still June the 9th, Sunday, June 9th, at just after 9 o'clock now, guys. 9:03, 9:04, according to me clock across the room there. 2024. So that's June the 9th, Sunday, June the 9th, 2024, at 9:03, 9:04. In the night, very late evening now, early night. Whenever evening ends and night begins, guys, and afternoon ends and evening ends, begins and all that sort of stuff. Guys, I said Christmas in my last video. I don't know why the effing frig I said Christmas, guys. I need to go to see a doctor and see if I got this some kind of friggin' damn something that prevents me from focusing and concentrating correctly on things and so on. Because there's no way under heaven that I should have, if I was thinking about what I was saying at all, Christmas should have came out of my fucking mouth. Excuse my language. It's far from Christmas right now. It's in June. One might ask if I should bother to make these videos at all, because I'm, like some people would say, this guy, like the way he carries on in his videos, and it's like, he's just embarrassing himself and all the rest of it sort of thing. Yes, probably that's true to some extent, guys. Some of the things I do say and the way I carry on, could be a little bit embarrassing sort of thing. But again, it's the way it is, see? It's rough and raw. All my videos are rough and raw. And there's something going on in my freaking brain, guys. I know it is. I've known it my entire life, that I have to struggle to concentrate on things. I have to struggle to get stuff come to the surface that I want to say. I say the stupidest things, the most oddball things come out of my mouth sometimes, that I gotta sit back and say to myself, where in the effing frig did that just come from? That's not what I wanted to say at all. Like, why did I say that? So I have to wonder sometimes, many times, guys, an awful lot of times, if I am suffering from something, some undiagnosed something or another, that at this stage of my life now, I don't know if I'm ever going to get treated for, because it's just this weird shit that happens to me, guys. I just don't, it was not difficult for me to say my birthday, day after birthday or whatever, recordings. That's what I tried to say. Nothing other than that. And I don't know why Christmas came out, because I wasn't focused again. So I wasn't friggin' focused. And when you go through an entire lifetime of this, guys, you might think, oh, he's acting like a lunatic again and all the rest of it. It's as maddening as all hell, guys. You're wanting to come across sensible, you're wanting to come across logical, you want to come across deep and insightful and all the rest of it. And you end up quite often sound like a raving lunatic sort of thing, and so it's as maddening as all hell. Everything about my life sometimes is as maddening as all hell, because it's so far from where I would like for it to be, and so like I said, now I'm just going to jump right into this right now, and hopefully I can get some of the main things I want to say in this part of the conversation. And because my third video right now, I'm making them each 16 odd minutes long, and that's going to take up a lot of my chip again, and don't want to take up too much of my chip unnecessarily. I'm going to try to upload the whole works of this here tonight now, guys, shortly after making it. So it's going to be the most updated bit of material that I've done in quite some time now. And hopefully I'm not going to have any problems with that freaking computer, upload it to the computer. I'm not going to have any problems uploading it to YouTube afterwards. We'll see now in the wall now what kind of difficulties I have once I get started into it sort of thing. Got my music playing in the background over there. I got it as low as I can possibly get it, so I can hear it myself to some degree and not have to worry about the copyrights again. And I think I may have to change it again now shortly. I just want to do that now, I suppose, before I continue on here. I think the sound they're playing there is so low I can't hear it anyway. But despite that though, guys, I've said this before too. It registers on the microphone of this camera much louder than it should, and I'm trying to get to a point now, guys, where it's not registering enough in the background. You can only just maybe just barely detect it, but not enough that's going to create problems and all the rest of it for the. Now, like, well, I just put this one on here right now so I can hear it. It don't seem to be all that loud to me. Now, when I play this back now in a few moments and listen to that, it's going to sound a lot louder than probably it should sound, you know. But again, the music helps me relax and helps me to concentrate and focus a bit better, guys, than if I wasn't playing anything at all. Because then I'm just tuning in too much to everything that's going on around me, sort of thing, and that's distracting as well, you know. So. So no, so as I was saying there, guys, see if I can connect with anybody here now with some stuff that I'm talking about here, okay? There must be other people going through similar stuff that I'm going through. Are there people out there that from a very, very early age, you had some sense or some feeling or some hope or whatever, I don't know how to describe it well so it can, you know, make sense, logical sense, that you had some purpose in life, that, you know, when you were born for some reason, and you had this sense very, very early on in your life that you were born for some purpose, because that was the way it was with me, guys, virtually as far back as I can remember. And to be born in a background and a culture, a place and time and all the rest of it, where you could not be more out of place. You could not be more, you know, out of sorts and everything from everything going on around you, you know, and if you tried. So that was my upbringing in rural Newfoundland. Twirling where I'm from originally. I wish I actually get people out in Twirling all pissed off with me now. Anyway, whatever. And again, you know, it's like if people aren't going to understand and aren't going to understand, there's nothing you can say or do about it. You can try to explain yourself till you turn blue in the face, and if they don't get it or don't want to get it, that's all you can do, you know. But I mean, I never did fit in with the people back out where I'm from, guys. But beyond that, I've got to say, I don't know if I fit in with Newfoundlanders in general. Because when I came here to St. John's, pushing 40 years ago now, I think it'd be another over a year before the it'd be January of 2027, guys. That I would have been in this friggin' town if I stay here until 2027 for 40 years, okay? And so, again, this is the capital of the province. The capital of the province now, you know. We classify ourselves as a city, but we're really just a friggin' medium-sized hick town. And I thought when I first came to St. John's, I was going to throw myself into an environment where there was going to be a lot of progressive thinking, a lot of progressive, insightful people, you know, that I could connect with, hook up with, and that sort of thing. That you know, that didn't think like your average Bay Newfoundlander or whatever sort of thing. And I've never found it, guys. I have never found it anywhere around me, back out in Twillingate, here in St. John's, anywhere in Newfoundland. I can't seem to find it. I can't seem to hook up with visionary people, deep, insightful people. So the consequence of that, guys, is that I am forever out of place. Forever out of place. Forever feeling out of place, and forever feeling like I am the outsider. Because I can't find anybody to connect with on deep levels. And the way that I see society devolving, I can't call it evolving at all, devolving, it's just exacerbating that problem more and more and more and more all the time. And so I am struggling with every fiber of my being, guys, to function at a deeper level, at a deeper, more insightful level. About nature, about human nature, um, um, about it's like why the world functions the way it does, why society functions the way it does, why people function the way they do, and all the rest of it. To try to get understandings of these things at deep, insightful levels, guys. And so that has always been the passion of my life, to understand life itself, to understand the purpose for life itself. Um, and so now at this stage in my life, just turning 59 years of age, one more year left in my 50s now, and I'm going to be starting my 60s next year. Half of my life gone already, having achieved virtually nothing to speak of yet, not working, having to live off government assistance, stuck in poverty all my life, struggling to figure out like mad, guys, what my damn purpose is for life. Why am I here? Why the friggin' heck am I here? What purpose do I have being here? Do I have a purpose being here at all? Why am I forced to live out my life the way it seems as though I'm being forced to live out my life? And now, at this stage, having to face homelessness on top of it, constantly hanging over my head, saying to myself, what have I done? How have I lived my life in such a way that I should deserve to have to face something like that? And then, should that happen to me, how in heaven's name can I even begin then to get ahead with anything else? When I lose everything to my name, I don't know how to protect anything. I don't know how to hold on to anything if I don't have a place to store anything to. It's maddening beyond words, guys. There are no words for it. Like the level of anger and aggravation and frustration that comes over you when you function at the levels that I'm trying to function at, and not being able to get ahead with anything because it's not in sync with the surface way that almost everybody else seems to choose to live. And so I can't figure out a way to jump into the system, we'll say then, to jump into the system and make the system work for me, because I don't like the system itself. I don't like the way the system itself is structured. I don't like materialism. I don't like greed. I don't like this selfish self-centeredness that everybody just looks after themselves and they only care about themselves, and they refuse to look beyond themselves. I've never liked that. I've never appreciated that. It's never clicked with me. It's never resonated with me. And what's that there now? Okay, 13 minutes in. And here I am, guys. I'm on YouTube all the time. I'm seeing other people talk about similar sorts of stuff and talk about where their spiritual perspective is too and all the rest of it. And being light workers and all this sort of stuff, and crystal children, rainbow children, and all this sort of stuff that I've heard throughout my life and so on, that, and all these deep spiritually oriented type of people and all the rest of it sort of thing. And, and so supposedly they're out there somewhere, out in the ether, out there somewhere, out in the world somewhere. Some other part of Canada, maybe. So it seems like the half of them are situated down in the States or some other part of Europe or whatever. Nowhere near to me that I can actually see the people in person and sit down and chat with them in person, sort of thing. All out there somewhere, and they get online and they make their videos and all the rest of them. They have their channels and they're trying to put forward their insights and all this sort of thing. And so I feel some sort of connection with some of them, guys, and where their perspective are and some of their attitudes and all the rest of it sort of thing. And so it's almost a feeling that there's more of us out there in a similar level of existence, or and trying to do a similar sort of thing, and virtually none of us seem to be able to get ahead. Now, these people have more education, they have more training, they have more this or that or whatever to get more stuff on the go, get better channels on the go, to be able to present their material in a better, more professional manner than I seem to even know how to begin to know how to do it myself, you know. But we seem to be in a similar category. I seem to resonate with these people, a lot of these people, a little bit more. So the thing is, like, I'm not a religious person, guys. I don't classify myself as a religious person. I classify myself as more of a spiritual person. Try to be a spiritual person anyway. And so I try to look beyond religion. Like, when religion comes into existence and whatever message that religion, whatever the religion may be, is trying to present to people, I try to go beneath that. I try to get to the core essence of whatever the message is supposed to be about. And that kind of just goes right into the whole of life in general, guys, and how we live our lives, how we should be connected with one another, how we should be connected with the natural world, how we should be connected with nature itself, how we should be connected with other living beings, non-human life on this planet, how we should be better connected with all of that, so we can begin to manifest a far better reality in the here and now than we currently enjoy, than we currently experience. So I'm going to end it off there now. That's kind of a thought to end it off with, whatever. And that's where my heart and mind is to, guys. Where my heart and mind's always been to. So now I'm beginning the last year of my 50s now, trying to figure out what I can do, how I can change things, how I can begin the next chapter of my life in my 60s, achieving some of these things. And seeing some results coming out an entire lifetime of contemplating on these things, meditating on these things, you know, and trying to see how that can affect my life and you know, and how I can. I'm not a material person, so I'm not saying like to gain materially, but just have a more enriched life, you know, and enrich others around me from these perspectives. So, alright, guys, take care, God bless, and out for now. Bye bye.